Yeah, it's really incredible. I don't even have to put my hands in the steering wheel at all anymore.
Right.
But there's a camera up here that watches my eyes, so I
Yeah.
have to be paying attention.
Yeah, definitely.
It's called supervised full
Hmm.
self-driving, but it does an incredible job. It's got 8 cameras, so it sees everything.
Yeah.
No blind spots for this car,
Right.
unless I'm driving it. Yeah, so it just signal, it just changed lanes. I'm not doing any of this. Makes driving Uber a lot less stressful,
Hmm.
especially when there's traffic.
Definitely.
But the garbage trucks, oh, it sees it.
Now I did that.
Is that?
It did. It.
Yeah,
You could
it's
see
that.
that.
Yeah, it's on the, let's go on next lane. Where'd you go? It goes. It went by itself. Yeah, it saw that guy coming into the lane in front of it. I didn't touch any brake. It's right by itself. So you headed to work, or
Yeah.
what do you do?
Uh, I do tile, but right now I'm doing cleaning.
Yep, yep. Everyone and their brother that is available is doing cleanup, I'm sure, as long as you got vehicles,
They well, took everything out to the road and stuff, but
right?
we're going. We ended up putting it all in dumpsters stuff yesterday because
Yep,
we didn't want it to be flying around.
yep, exactly. Yeah, there's a question whether there's going to be enough resources to get it all up before the hurricane comes. But
Yeah.
I was listening this morning. DeSantis said that they've got 8,000 National Guard troops activated, and every garbage truck, every vehicle that could carry garbage has been activated to try and work 24 hours. Supposedly they're working 24 hours, and the dumps are open 24 hours.
Yeah.
As I understand it. I think there's a good chance they'll get it cleaned up. Sure was a lot out.
Oh, yeah.
I've driven in a lot of the areas that were underwater, but this one's going to be worse.
Really?
Yeah, that was up to a 7 foot storm surge,
Mm-hmm.
and this one they're predicting up to 15 feet of storm surge. So I had never seen it go in as far as it did last time, but
Yeah.
8 more feet if it gets that high in the bay.
So,
Anyone around that bay is gonna. That's a long ways inland
yeah.
to get to 8 feet.
You think it's going to be like that here?
Well, so far that's what they're predicting. It
Really?
depends. It depends on where it hits. If it hits north of Tampa, because it's going around this way.
Yeah.
If it hits north of Tampa, the winds will blow the water into the bay again. If it hits south of Tampa, the winds will be coming the other direction, and it might empty the bay like we had that one time.
Mhm.
That would be a lot better.
Mhm.
But there's no way of knowing where that storm is going to end up. It is supposed to weaken, though, as it approaches us.
Mm-hmm.
It's right about at Category 5 again now.
Hmm.
But if you've ever heard the name jet stream,
Yeah.
the jet stream is south. It's across northern Florida. That's part of the reason that it's being steered toward us.
Yeah.
But it also is going to cut the tops off of the storm and weaken it.
Dang.
So right now, I think the prediction's 125-mile-an-hour winds here, which is a 2, or just barely a 3. So hopefully it'll calm down. Be nice if we go up in the corner again, because there's not much population up there. They already got hit, but if it hits us, boy, there's going to be a lot of damage. Wind, not just surge. Did you get any water by? I assume that's where you live there.
Um, that little street right there,
Yeah,
has like a one drain that everything drains to it. It kind of gets backed up.
yeah.
But nothing high, just not up to the house, you know,
Yeah.
like maybe like halfway up that little yard right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, like even on a normal rainy day, if it gets if it gets a coming down, you know, what do you call it? Um,
Storm surge.
not storm surge. Cars and stuff get stuck out there, though,
Oh, yeah.
because it
Yeah.
all them apartments and everything, that bank right there, and all
Yeah.
everything goes right there in that drain, and just it's a lot right
Yeah. Can't handle it.
there. You know, see a few cars have to get pushed out.
Yeah. Best to be on high ground with your car.
Yeah.
Cars don't do well when they get soaked. You would know it's coming now. Yesterday we were getting some of the
Yeah.
our outer bands, but today the calm before the storm, I think. It's also supposed to come later now, apparently. Maybe midnight Wednesday instead of Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, I think every dump truck in the neighborhood is working. Oh, and Chuck.
Yeah, my boss asked me, he's like, "Be on call tomorrow?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Yeah, slow down a little bit."
So how late will you work today?
How late will I work today?
Yeah.
Um, I think we're just going to get stuff out. We're working at his parents' house. His parents' house got flooded. And he took everything out of there. So
Yep. Yep.
we already did one house. He had a rental house down here, and one of the channels, you know,
Yep.
and it
Yep.
got real bad. We had to cut the walls all the way up like 4 feet, you know,
Yep.
do that. And so
Yeah, I was thinking to myself that if I lived over on that side of 19,
yeah,
I would make every effort to. Is it block? I assume it's block walls in the house.
no, oh, there was
Is it wood?
yeah, there was a
Yeah.
trailer, like a little mobile
Yep.
trailer,
Yep. Oh, that's what it is.
or what do you call it? Manufactured home, or
Yeah, mobile home.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they can take a beating. Yikes.
It has like an addition onto it. It is concrete. So
Yeah. Yeah. What I was thinking is if I had a block built house out here,
mhm.
I'd try and make the surfaces on the inside waterproof. You know,
Yeah.
forget the sheetrock, forget the wood,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
just paint it.
What's that stuff called? Uh, vinyl lining, that PVC
Yeah. Yeah.
reline.
Yeah.
Looks like a car wash inside.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I would try and make it as water resistant as I could,
Yeah, for sure.
because you're tearing out sheetrock like you said. That's an automatic. I mean, that sheetrock on the walls.
And it got all the insulation is all wet too.
Yep. Yep.
Back here to the left, straight back.
Uh,
Um, that's where I was working at. That's where it's bad back there.
yep. I've got a friend that lives back in there, but they have might even be a manufactured home that they're in, but it's elevated.
It's still,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that the people that are elevated are fine.
yeah, there.
In
Yeah.
the areas that I've driven around, all the on-grade houses were a mess. The elevated ones might have a few things that were down in their downstairs, but they pretty much escaped. And if you build them good enough, they resist the wind too. But a mobile home, that's rough. I own a mobile home as a rental, and I don't know what's going to happen. They're not very optimistic about the carport. Those aluminum carports are not very strong.
Well, this right here too, you know, like since we tore everything out of there, it's weaker now, you know.
Yep, yep.
So, uh, yeah, man, I'm kind of worried about. I think that's gonna be a little bit worse. You know, all the houses are kind of little. We got all the
Yeah.
you know, if there's like a little rot and stuff on the boards and stuff, that's all.
Yep.
That's all showing
Weakened.
now. You know,
Yep.
it's all weakened. You know, it was being held together a little bit by paneling and freaking boards and freaking everything. You know,
Right.
I could fold it right over now. You could almost push the house down by yourself. Did you see them little water L things? You know what I'm talking about? They're like little
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wall things.
Yeah. The one that they had at Tampa General, I saw.
Yeah, the hospital.
And apparently it worked perfect.
Yeah.
I saw a little piece of video on the news that the guy was walking behind that wall and looked like at least 3 feet of water on the outside and perfectly dry on the inside.
That's awesome.
That is awesome, is right.
My boss, he's like, it cost like $20,000 to buy all them things, but he's like, 20,000.
That's cheap.
He's like, I'm $20,000 in it right now.
Yep. Yep.
I haven't even started repairing yet.
Yep. We've lived down here since 1992. We're from Minneapolis originally.
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
Indianapolis?
No, Minneapolis,
Oh,
Minnesota.
Okay.
Snow and blizzards and stuff up there, and
Yeah.
tornadoes. Tornadoes are worse than hurricanes.
Yeah.
If you get hit, they're very localized, but boy, they'll tear pretty much any structure down.
I'm from Northwest Ohio,
Oh, okay.
like Defiance, Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, those big hurricane or tornadoes up there can do incredible damage.
Oh, yeah.
Not as broad damage, but there's pretty much no structure that's going to hold up. Those people in Oklahoma all have bomb shelters to go in.
Yeah, I've never seen one like personally, but I've definitely went and looked at the freaking aftermath and it just levels everything.
It does.
You know, freaking concrete buildings and everything freaking
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. There's the piles.
Yeah. That ain't right down here,
Well, I'll tell you, if I were in one of these houses, I'd be moving my own stuff to the top, get it out of here.
for sure.
I'm sure there are people that have moved their own, but
Oh,
for the most
see
part,
that coastal tile is?
yep, that's where you're going.
Just move stuff back in, stuff in.
Well, it's better inside than blowing around, I
Yeah.
guess. There you are. Stay safe.
Yep, you're good. I didn't know how to open the door, man.
That's all right. Half the people don't. You figured it out. Well, that was interesting. That's the first time I saw someone is moving their debris back in the garage. It's been out on the curb, but anticipating it's not going to get picked up, putting it back in the garage because then at least it's not going to be projectiles and it's already ruined. So having it inside the garage is not going to hurt anything.